All right, welcome to Newsform. I'm Chris from the CHRILLCAST, and this is the Sunday video. It is the third topic from this poll we put out on Thursday, with the top one being Nintendo Direct, which came out on Friday. The second place being Dead Rising 5 was supposed to be announced. That one came out on Saturday. And I hope you all tuned into the Telltale Games podcast we did last night with Billy and Will. Today is the failure of digital-only consoles, ... I've been looking forward to discussing this for a little while now. So if you like the way we cover the news, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment down below your own opinions and thoughts. All right, let's get into it. So, the Xbox Series S is not quite selling how Microsoft thought it would. And I can personally attest to this because every time I go to a store looking for a next-gen console, because I do like to see what's out there when I go, just in case I have an inkling of a feeling that I might get one. And this one is readily available almost everywhere I've been. You can go to GameStop, you can find it there. You can go to Meijer, you can find it there. You can go to Walmart, you can find it there. You can go on Amazon even sometimes, and it's sitting in stock on Amazon. And despite it being $200 cheaper than the Xbox Series X, many people are avoiding this console because it is a lesser hardware model, and it's basically a Game Pass and digital sales only machine, which means you can't buy discs from previous consoles throughout the years. You're losing a lot of features, and Microsoft definitely misjudged the appeal of this console. Now, it's definitely appealing to people that just want a Game Pass machine or people that don't ever buy discs. But I could see this console going by the wayside, or maybe Microsoft will release a slightly higher end Xbox Series S with a disc drive to appeal to the crowd that want the backwards compatibility and the cheaper price. But yeah, I mean, 500 gigs for a next gen console, no 4K output, no disc reader, no backwards compatibility with discs. It's just not as appealing, and that's the reason why every time I go anywhere it's still sitting on the shelves. I think that this will probably be the biggest miss of this generation of consoles, and Microsoft is going to have to figure this one out, and it sounds like they might already be, because there's a rumored new Xbox Series console coming out in 2022, probably going to replace the Xbox Series S. All right, the other one, the PS5 Digital Edition, it's still selling out because it is the same hardware as the PS5 Disc Edition, but Sony's still losing money on this because they thought, if we can run this at a $400 price tag, people will flock to this, due to saving $100 and being able to play everything that the standard one can. However, they did not count on the fact that the PS4 backwards compatibility was going to be a big deal for most consumers, and that they would have to sell a ton of these digital editions to make up the cost of selling it $100 cheaper with very little difference in hardware. Basically just the disc tray. That's it. $100 is not what a disc tray costs. You're probably looking at more between $30 to maybe $40 per PS5. And now the disc edition of the PS5 is no longer selling at a loss, and the digital edition is not profitable. So I personally believe sometime in the next year to 2 years, the discless systems from this generation will disappear, or they'll be sitting on shelves, but there'll be like way less of them produced. And if Sony does an actual revision, it'll be the disc-based console. At this point, there's no reason to believe that the digital edition will be the majority share of PS5s, and there's no reason to believe that the Xbox Series S will be the majority share of Xbox Series consoles. So definitely looking forward to whatever the slim version of the Xbox Series X is and the PS5 is, but this ain't it. It ain't gonna be the digital edition. It ain't gonna be the Xbox Series S. It'll be some disc version of the PS5. It'll be some disc version of the Xbox Series consoles. Clearly the people have spoken, and they don't want the all-digital future yet. Now, keep in mind, a failure of one of these digital editions, you lose everything. Like, you know, you might keep your game saves, but you'll have to reinstall everything. If you have a severe failure and you replace this console, everything's going to be gone. There's no offline way to reinstall games. Now, given everything that we know about digital game sales nowadays, the disc is basically just a license for you to download the game. But in a place where you don't have good internet, that disk makes everything go way faster because the download will be much smaller and the disk install will be much larger versus downloading an entire game from the store. So I definitely don't think digital consoles make a lot of sense for any type of person who plans to play the system past the generation where it existed. So like people that are still playing their PS3s nowadays mostly collect the discs, and people who are playing their PS2s, you didn't even have the option to buy digital games. And I think the only way you get out of that as a manufacturer is expanding your backward compatibility catalog like Xbox really did, because they really targeted the Xbox crowd, the people that wanted to keep their games from generation to generation, make the backwards compatibility program large, and you can get people to keep buying new consoles and playing their old games on them, as well as the next gen games. I think the more compatibility on the system, the more appealing it is, because your library can expand without you having to rebuy games, without you having to do a whole lot of extra work to play all of your favorites. So anyways, I fully expect the digital versions of both these systems to go away at some point in the near future. And hopefully we will avoid the all digital future for at least one more generation of gaming. As always, comment down below what you think. Thank you for tuning into News Swarm. Please like this video if you like how we cover the news, and make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.